You are listening to special podcast on FIFA World Cup 2022 with senior sports journalist SR Suryanarayan.
Hello, friends. So the wait is almost over for the World Cup in Qatar to unfold. Some hours, shall we say, before Qatar and Ecuador teams come to the middle and set the ball rolling. Theirs is going to be the first match of this edition of the World Cup. As we know, there are 32 teams in the field. 31 of them have come through the qualification process, and the one that had a direct entry was Qatar as the host. This is only the second time in the history of the World Cup that a team gets to play its opening match on its home soil. Italy did it in 1934 earlier, and we know where Italy reached afterwards, becoming world champions 4 times and then being a leading force in this game. It's a different matter that Italy couldn't qualify this time, nor did it qualify last time. That's a bit of an irony, but there's no gainsaying that Italy is one of the leading teams in world football. So coming to the groupings now, these 32 teams have been put into 8 groups of 4 teams each. Qatar and Ecuador are in Group A, and Senegal and Netherlands. The very mention of these two last names, Senegal and Netherlands, make it very clear that it's difficult to look beyond them when it comes to qualification for the next round, that is the round of 16, which is the first round of the knockout phase. Netherlands, after all, has been a runner-up 3 times, 74, 78, and 2010. A leading team, always a difficult customer when it comes to at this level of competition. It was third placed in 2014, and their team has this time come with a lot of newcomers and ever eager to make a pronouncement, so to say. Senegal is the African nations champion. Recently won the thing, and it edged out Egypt to get into the World Cup. And one of the top teams of Africa, shall we say. And the thing about Senegal is that its best has been a place in the quarters in 2002, that is 20 years ago, in Asia. And this time also in the same region. Uh, Maybe we can expect something great from this team. And so from Group A, it looks almost a certainty that Senegal and Netherlands will move in. But then you can never say. This is a this is a championship this time happening at an odd time, that is November, December, which is the peak time of this normal major leagues in the world. They've all been given a stoppage now. Usually it is June, July, which is the free period for all the players. So most of the players may be a bit tired, maybe a little fitness suspicion and all that. But then at this level of the competition, there is no other way to look into their team's strength and weakness than looking into their past and looking into their reputation, history, etc. Given that, Senegal and Netherlands should make it a comfortable entry into the next round. Group B, shall we say, has England, Iran, USA, and Wales. As a former champion, England should should have no difficulty. Now the tricky part is about the second team, Iran, USA, and Wales. Iran will always remember uh, its rivalry against USA, because it was against USA that it won its first World Cup match at all. It's been a regular entrant to the World Cup. This will be the sixth time that Iran will be in the World Cup, and then third time in succession, in fact. And as for Wales, Gareth Bale there, the very name means something excellence in football. He is the man who had actually given the impetus for Wales' progress to the World Cup this time. And the hope is that Wales will go farther than this. So it'll be a tricky proposition, picking up the second team among Iran, USA, and Wales. But looking into history, perhaps USA can make it. We never know. Group C comprises Argentina, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and Poland. Argentina is the former champion and the team that is in focus now, thanks to Lionel Messi. Everybody hopes that Messi's dream comes true here. His team has been doing well. He's been running having a streak of unbeaten streak for some time. So Argentina looks not just this. It may probably show its strength in its very first group phase. So there's no questions about Argentina's progress to the next phase. The next second team could be Mexico, considering its past experience, and also his ability to do well at this stage. Saudi Arabia and Poland are also there. Poland is, of course, cannot be set aside. It's a team. The very mention of Robert Lewandowski is enough to show what kind of a talent that the team can have. He's been the inspiration behind Poland's run in recent times, and he's not one who's going to sit quiet until Poland does something here. So the second team could be even Poland. So that's going to be a toss up between these two, perhaps, if not Saudi Arabia in the picture. Coming to the Group D, which has got Australia, Denmark, France, and Tunisia. France again is the defending champion and eager to become the second team in the world in the history of this World Cup to defend its crown. Only Brazil has done it before. But will it do it? Is a question. It's a different matter. But France should has the strength to go far. The next team can be Denmark because Denmark had a good run in the Nations League, and in this run up to the World Cup qualification, it did not drop a point and made it with 2 games to spare. So that itself shows that the team is in a good mold and should do well. Tunisia has a history of being the first African team to have played in a World Cup match back in 1978, and then it inspired the other African teams to do well. And though it itself faded out for a while, 2018 it did return to the World Cup the competition, but we never know how much it can do now as things. So this is how the standing is. First group, 4 groups, the 8 teams that we hope will make go beyond this group phase and into the knockout phase.